we cut the rib, which were 1 inch thick, and then the short ribs. Now we're cutting the chuck, the arm, and this is the shank and the brisket on the other side. So we're going to cut the shank and the brisket off, and then we'll cut this arm out, and then the chuck will be left. So he's got kind of marked there where he wants to cut. So there's a line here, right past this, there's this knuckle here. You got to get on the inside of it. It'll be like a figure 8 on that bone when you cut it, if you cut it right. Okay, are you ready?
I am.
All right, shove it on through. Go. Okay, now if you look at this one, first of all, that's a figure 8, okay, and that's a brisket and shank. Now, he's going to cut behind this knuckle here, there's a big knuckle there for that shoulder. He's going to cut behind it and straight on through. Alright, bring it on through. Okay, now, the shoulder will take, they're wanting short ribs, so we'll get the short ribs out of here. We'll get the arm roast off this other side. I always, mine, I take off right here. I take the first 4 to 5 inches. You want 4 1-inch steaks, so I cut it a little more than 4 so it all works out. And that is your chuck eye. The only difference between a rib eye and a chuck eye is a knife slice, where you cut it. So I steal that extra 4 inches of rib eye, which is chuck eye. And they are just as good. 4.5 inches.
4.5 inches.
Right. He will cut that off first. Now we're taking, they're wanting 3-inch or 3-pound roast, so no more than 1.5 inches. They were a little big last time. Drop over the ground. Yeah. 1.5 inches. There's 2. Oh, right there. Perfect, right there. That'll work. Perfect. Good shoot. Good pieces. Those are big. Yeah, go ahead and cut it. One more. Yeah. You'll get 5 roasts off of this one. Okay. And the rest we'll just bone it out. And then this arm will take 3 roasts off of it. As soon as I get these short ribs off of here, it'll be just a few seconds. That's your short ribs. Trim this little tail off of here, off your shoulders, so you need to trim it off each one. Now, throw this up there at 1.5 inches. And give me 3 roasts off of that.
You like to go from the short end.
Yeah. The big knuckle is here, so you want to get your 3 roasts here, and then you'll take that knuckle piece off, and you'll have a nice roast on the other side. Those will make it real nice. seam is. Now just throw that out of the way. That thing, yeah. Then you got room to work. There you go. Now, if a person wants a soup bone, I used to take it and I'll cut it, split it right here. And then take a little bit of, depending on how much meat they want on a soup bone, but you'll have 2 nice pieces of soup bone there if they want a soup bone. Now this is a nice roast. And
We don't want soup bones, so we're going to.
we will bone that out. And then here's your short ribs. There's one there that's got a big knuckle on the end of it, so I won't mess with it. The rest of them I will see how we do those. Quick. Lay them out here nice. This one here, and this one. Okay, there's nice, real nice short ribs there. I split them in half, which gets you about 3 1/2 a piece. Cutting the other ones. And that's 2 real nice servings of short ribs. Okay. Here's the one. I take the deal I told you a while ago on the chuck eye steaks. I'll take this. Normally it's a blade roast, which is not all that good a roast because blade roasts usually have a lot of fat in them. Right now, this one's not too bad, but like I say, I steal the roast steaks out of here, and you can make this into a real nice prime rib, a chuck eye roast. And I've thrown them on the grill. I've got people that love them. So, but I take it out right here, just like you would a ribeye. Peel it out of there. Get the extra tendons out in the back. Now there you've got your, this makes a nice roast for 2 or 4 because you've still got your 4 1-inch steaks if you're cutting. So I will cut those. Show you what they look like. And they are just as good as the ribeye, in my opinion. Of course, that's just my opinion. But they are ribeye with a chuck flavor. So that, to me, is even better. Now, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes meal for 4 people. Instead of a roast, which you've got several roasts, but this is a lot better piece of meat. And then I just bone this out. And if you wanted to, this is still chuck roast. Bone it out. It's still chuck roast. You can make it as a chuck roast. I like to make at least an 80-20 on the hamburger. It's a ground chuck 80-20, so it makes a better flavor also. You gotta have a little fat with it, but not too much. this from here, and I'm going to use it as chuck roast. So grind it. All right, we're done.